Chad Daybell trial. Lori Vallow's husband seeks different outcome from cult mom over kids killing. Daybell's wife sentenced in May 2023 to life without possibility of parole for killing 2 of her kids. Chad Daybell, husband of cult mom Lori Vallow, is set to stand trial in Idaho this week for the murders of his wife's 2 children and his first wife in 2019. The pair is at the center of multiple murder cases involving not only Vallow's 2 children, but both her and Chad's deceased ex-spouses. They were initially scheduled to have a joint trial, but Chad's defense attorneys got a separate trial for the self-published author in 2022, citing mutually antagonistic defenses between the 2 cases. Our version of the facts of this case will differ greatly from what Ms. Vallow and her legal counsel are going to be presenting, said John Pryor, Daybell's attorney, during a November 10, 2022, court proceeding. An Idaho jury in May 2023 found Vallow, 50, guilty on multiple counts including 2 counts of first-degree murder for the 2019 disappearances and deaths of 7-year-old J.J. Vallow and 16-year-old Tylee Ryan, allegedly with help from her husband. Vallow also conspired to kill Tammy Daybell, Chad's first wife, in October 2019. Vallow was also found guilty of grand theft after she collected J.J.'s and Tylee's Social Security benefits, allegedly with help from Daybell, between October 1, 2019, and January 22, 2020, after their murders. J.J. and Tylee were found in shallow graves on Chad Daybell's Rexburg, Idaho, property in June 2020, months after they disappeared from their home in September 2019. The 16-year-old's remains were burned while the 7-year-old was bound in duct tape. The Ada County coroner testified that J.J. died of asphyxiation by a plastic bag and Tylee died of homicide by unknown means due to the fact that her remains were dismembered and badly burned before they were buried. Vallow and Daybell jetted off to Hawaii while the children were missing, and directly after Tammy Daybell's death in 2019 to get married. Vallow and Daybell met in 2018 at the Preparing a People conference, where they bonded over their apocalyptic religious beliefs and shared the idea that they had been married in a past life, as FOX 10 Phoenix first reported. They referred to each other as biblical figures named James and Alina and discussed their beliefs that people can have light or dark spirits, some so dark that they could be considered zombies who needed to be removed from Earth, prosecutors said, according to FOX 10. Authorities arrested Vallow in February 2020 and Daybell in June 2020. Vallow and Daybell were initially scheduled to have a joint trial, but Vallow refused to waive her right to a speedy trial while Daybell did not. Daybell has written several apocalyptic novels based loosely on Mormon theology. Both were involved in a group that promotes preparedness for the biblical end times. Prosecutors said Vallow's case was not about religion, but about money, power, and sex. Vallow was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole on 5 separate counts in July. You removed your children from their home in Arizona, alienated them from friends and family, and you brought them here to murder them. You had so many other options. You chose the most evil and destructive path possible, Judge Stephen Boyce said during Vallow's sentencing hearing. I don't think to this day you have any remorse for the effort and heartache you caused. Officials extradited Vallow to Arizona, where she faces 1 first-degree murder charge and 1 premeditated first-degree murder charge in Maricopa County, in November 2023.